Hello, everybody, and welcome to not World of Warships Legends, but also World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43, and tonight we are going to do our very first ever video on the patch notes that are coming up October 21st. The next patch will be October 21st, 2019, and we are going to go over some of the interesting patch notes. I'm not going to cover the whole thing. That would take forever. But yes, come with me on this journey as we go through our patch notes. First of all, here's your times. 10:30 a.m. UTC Xbox. And it will go to... Oh, that's the Central Time. Okay, so... But yeah. So you got Central Daylight Time here, 2 to 5:30 a.m. But it looks like it's going to be 3 hours of downtime. So keep that in mind. 3 hours of downtime on the 21st, early morning. So be ready for it. Update size. Xbox and PS4 both 2 gigabytes, guys. 2,000 megabytes. So going to be a big one. For those of us with crap internet, it's going to take a little while. So be ready for it. That is at least probably 2.5 to 3 hours for me personally. So it's going to be a while. But some huge changes in Commander's acquisitions. All right. So we've all wanted it for a long time. We finally are getting what we wanted, which is commanders, especially new commanders, are easier to get. International commander crates, okay? That's the normal commander crate that you can get any commander from any nation at any time. You will always obtain a new commander if there are any new commanders left. So if you're looking to get a commander and you buy a commander pack, you will always receive a new commander if there is one there. Except Anton Gurin and Jerzy Swirsky. Okay, so keep that in mind. You cannot obtain those. I believe those were premium ship captains that came specifically with the Bliskovica and... oh god, I apologize. Second, same goes for National Commanders packs. So say you want specifically an American commander that you haven't gotten yet. Well, now if you buy an American commander pack, you are guaranteed to get the American commander that you don't have yet. One of them. If you have multiples, then you can get any one of those multiple commanders that you do not have. But it will always be a new commander first. So that is huge for those of us who have spent way too much trying to get commanders. I'm not going to mention any names, but there might be somebody talking right now. Okay? And then once you've gotten all of them for that nation, you will start getting duplicates. And the same thing, once you've gotten all the international or all of the captains that are available, you will start receiving duplicates for international as well. Duplicates still award the personal commendations, so that's a good thing. If you receive any, this is a change, if you receive any personal commendations for a commander who is already Legendary 4, those commendations become universal commendations, so you don't waste any of them. So if you have a legendary commander right now that you have 7 extra commendations for, once this patch happens, those extra commendations become universal and you can use them on any commander. That is fantastic. Thank you, Wargaming, for actually helping us out here with so much of the frustration of the commanders. Thank you. This is going to be huge. Also, that's not all. I feel like Billy Mays now. But wait, there's more. Some of the commanders will be available in the shop in exchange for Commander XP. You got 4 million Commander XP laying around and you want a specific commander? As of right now, they're going to be phasing it in, okay? So it'll go in stages. First phase might be a couple of the regulars like Sims or Takeo Takagi. I'm just making this up. That might be the way they go. The most popular commanders might be in there. And they will be available for 1 million Commander XP. So all of that extra Commander XP you got for opening all those crates earlier in the launch of Legends, yeah, you can use some of that. 1 million Commander XP gives you a commander of your choice from the shop. So there you go. But again, not all the commanders are going to be in there right away. This is going to be phased in, starting with several particular commanders, which leads me to believe that they're going to go with the ones that people want. Celiax, Hipper, Takeo Takagi, William Sims, Norman Scott. All of those guys, Charles Madden. Is it Charles Madden? Yeah, I think it is. Charles Madden, Andrew Cunningham, those guys. The main guys that people like to use are probably going to be in first because I mean that's what they're looking for is interest. And if they get more interest in this, then they will continue to add more commanders later on. So you'll be able to buy them without gold, but with your commander XP, which is another fantastic thing that they don't have to do this stuff, but they are. And that shows that these developers are actually listening to our feedback that we give them in the Discords and Reddits. All of these guys that are going in here and telling these guys, "Hey, we need some help." All right, we love this game. We love this game, but it can be so tough to grind out. And I'm not one. I can't say I grind anymore. I literally end up using gold for most of the things because I play a lot of games, and I don't necessarily like to grind anymore. So once I get past the first couple grinds that I do on a game, I usually start spending, and unfortunately, it ends up costing me quite a bit. But that's going to help us, okay? Even us. So next we have... Oh, wait, what's this? If you have any unopened commander... Oh, that's a very good one. If you that's probably why they have a star next to it. If there are any unopened commanders packs and receive duplicates without... having all of the commander packs of a particular nation, it means that you already have the remaining commanders in those unopened packs. Okay, so there you go. So if you have unopened packs, if you guys weren't sure how the packs work, when you get a crate or a pack of any sort, the contents of that pack is decided the moment that you get it. It doesn't happen when you open it, okay? So that's why they always make sure to tell everybody, hey, if you have unused crates, when the changes affect the new crates, it's not going to take effect for the stuff that you already have because those crates have already been decided what they have in them. So keep that in mind. Crates, the way they work, the contents of the crate is already decided before you even open it. So as soon as you earn the crate or as soon as you buy the crate, whatever is going to be in it is already in it. So keep that in mind. Hunt for the Atago. The Atago is coming to console. That is going to be a Tier 7 Japanese cruiser. And from what I hear, it's a good ship. A bit fragile, but fantastic hide and seek ship. You know what I mean? Same thing for, like, say, the Atlanta. Obviously, the Atlanta is the closest thing that I can think of right off the bat with the volume of HE that it fires and whatnot. This, not quite on the same level as far as volume of HE, but the HE rounds are very nasty in this thing from what I understand. It also has fantastic torpedo arc, so you can launch torpedoes instead of having to give up 3/4 of your ship to turn broadside. Yeah, you know, that sort of thing. So keep that in mind. And I could be wrong, but looking at the pictures, I'd say that right here are some of your torpedo launchers coming out of the center of the ship. So that probably is why. I could be wrong. Again, I haven't actually seen the ship yet, but, you know, we'll be looking forward to that, right? And then we've got the rewards. I'm not going to go through all the rewards. You can pause, or you can go to this website yourself. I've posted a link to this page under my community forum, or my community tab on my page, or on my YouTube page. So click the link for your language. It's in all the different languages too, or most of the languages. So click the link that is best for you, and you can go through all these yourself. So, and then this is what they're worth. For those who do not play with an Admiral, thought they had it. Is it right here? Yeah, so this is the rewards that you can get without Admiralty backing first. So right here. And it is worth 15,570 doubloons. So, not bad. For some of us who don't buy the gold and go in, or for some of you, I'm one of the ones that always ends up doing this. It's always worth it. The amount of stuff that you get for the, what is it, 2,300, 2,500 for the Admiralty backing is fantastic. So you pay the 2,500 and you go as far through the campaign as you can. And then if you don't finish it in time and you really want the end thing, then you have to spend the gold to make up the difference. But the fact that they do this and allow you to earn everything for the 2,500 is fantastic. I can't I'm not used to this. World of Tanks console, as much as I love that game, never did anything like this. Everything was cut and dry. If you wanted something new, it was gold, and there you go. They had ops and stuff that would give you stuff, but nothing to this level. I mean, the amount of free stuff that these guys give you, I say free, it's not really free, but the amount of stuff that you get through this is pretty awesome. And next, we have the first ever PvE, player versus environment, aka we team up against the AI. Okay? This is the Halloween event, guys, and we are going up against Rasputin. All right? So it's going to be fun. I'm interested in doing this, as well as the fact that you get to take one of the 3 ships out, the Jackal, the Blade, or the Igor. And we got to help Transylvania reach the destination and take on Rasputin in the process. But you get rewards for getting however many stars. Now, the stars are determined by how many objectives you complete during the course of the battle. And so look forward to that. Also, new premium ship coming out. The USS Alabama. Now, the Alabama will be the United States' first Tier 7 premium ship. And it is, obviously, a battleship. And there are some interesting things about the Alabama that are going to come in handy. Now, it does have 406mm guns, just like the Iowa does, but there's one huge difference. The Iowa has 50 caliber guns, which determines the length of the barrels, by the way. And this has, I believe, 45 caliber guns, which makes them more inaccurate. And they also have slower velocity shells, so the shells aren't going to go as far. So this is going to be more of a, interesting ship. Now, it does turn really well from what I understand, and the torpedo belt armor on this, I don't think, is matched by anybody. It'll be interesting to see the stats, but I don't think any other ship in the game will have the torpedo armor that this has. Because on PC, I believe it starts with 45% reduction in damage from torpedoes. That's crazy. And then you can bump that up on PC to being 50%. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the torpedo belt armor is on this thing, because the stats, believe it or not, the stats of the ships from PC to the Xbox or PS4 are very, very similar, with the main difference being the distance that they can shoot. They brought the battleships down to where they can't, they can't outrange everything from, 25 to 30 kilometers. With the Iowa so far having the highest range once you use a booster to get it up to 20.3 kilometers, which is the most I've been able to get it to. You can probably stretch it out a little bit further if you go like Legendary 4 and whatnot. So that's something to keep in mind. But this will not be, or should not be able to reach out to the same length as the Iowa. It's not going to be as accurate at distance as the Iowa. Of course, the Iowa struggles at distance too, but that's just because you're shooting at 20 kilometers when you're firing the furthest. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see the Alabama join, and I will definitely be picking this ship up. They're not going to give us, or they're not going to loan us the ship through the CC program, so I'm definitely going to be picking this up. You know me, I'm an American Battleship guy. I love my American Battle. I love the entire line. I struggled a little bit early on with the Tier 3, Tier 4, the New York and the Wisconsin. So, but once I got the Tier 5, it was over. Like, the New Mexico, fantastic. Colorado is fantastic. I think it's mostly underrated because everybody likes to stay broadside for too long, but they forget that the thing can turn like crazy. Like, for a battleship, the Colorado can turn so quick. And so being able to dodge torpedoes and then pull out, give a full broadside, and get back without taking, like, entire salvos in the broadside of your ship and getting Citadel to death, is underrated. Some notifications, that's nothing that we need to talk about. Ship traits. This is a new UI upgrade. So now when you go into upgrades, loadout stats, you're going to have the overview, and it's going to give you a little bit of a... Now, these don't affect the ship as far as, like, it's not like they're perks for the ships or anything like that. All it is an easy way for somebody to go, all right, I'm new to the game. I'll check this ship out. What does this mean? Okay, maybe... Is it fast? Yes, this is a particularly fast battleship. So it's got nimble aim, which means above average main battery traverse speed, gives you an edge in close quarters combat, which is good. I mean, that's your French battleships. They're fast, and their turrets rotate pretty well, and that allows you in close range while you're scooting past them to be able to maintain guns on the target while their guns struggle to keep up with rotating to keep up with you. So that's what you can look forward to. There's also going to be some white traits that mean that something is particularly unique. White literally be like, for this in particular, the guns are all mounted forward. So while that can be an advantageous thing if you're going towards the enemy, if you're sailing away from an enemy, you're kind of in trouble, right? So that's something that they're going to point out, which is going to be helpful for newer players. I like that. I may have to make videos on each ship's traits if this picks up. Let me know what you guys think. I know this is going to be a longer video, but this is the first time we've ever done it, and I want to do it right. So post-battle statistics, finally, another huge change. Now remember, World of Warships Legends, brand new. Like, it just came out earlier this year. So and the development for this game has been so fantastic. They keep adding all the time new content, better, changing of the ships to keep everybody, somewhat happy with all the nations. You can do whatever you want. If you like the British, you can go with the British. You like the Americans, you go with the Americans. And none of them particularly have the best advantages or disadvantages. You know what I mean? They all have their own things, and they keep adding new stuff, and they keep making changes based off of feedback from us, which is fantastic. And I hope that they continue to do this for a long time, because if they do, this game is going to be successful for a very long time. But yes, we get post-battle statistics that include the economy. Finally, we get to see why we earned, what we earned, and how much we earned. That's fantastic. No more questions of everybody going, why am I losing money in my Iowa? It says I made 104,000 silver. Okay, well, the answer to that question has always been the same, which is there is a cost to running your ship. And if you die, or especially die early without getting much damage, at tier 7, you're going to lose money. Same thing with World of Tanks. But World of Tanks has always had it in there that you see how much you actually made that match. And you can see a deficit if you manage to die. And, in this particular match, they would have lost 25,355 credits. But with premium, they made 27,000 credits. So you can see a disparity between premium time and not premium time of almost 50,000 credits from this single, actually it's more than 50,000 credits from this match. XP is not too much different from the premium and whatnot, and global XP again. Global XP is pretty significant considering you get so little. And then with the Commander XP, again, not too bad. But see, what this would have told us before is you made 106,000 silver this match. And you get a 53,000 silver bonus. So there you go. Well, it wouldn't have told us that. That's the money you get for the bonus. And the service cost for this particular ship, which was, I don't see it, but it was 131,000 silver. So if you only made 106,000 silver and your ship cost 131,000 because you died, then you're only getting negative 25. But we didn't know this before. Well, some of us kind of suspected it when we started losing money at higher tiers, that, hey, there's got to be something going on. It's telling me I'm getting this every match and my silver's still dropping. So this is why. But finally, it's going to be in your post-battle report. So when you get to the end of the battle, scroll over, see what you want, or see what you got, what you lost, and all that. Thank you, Wargaming, for adding this. This is so helpful. Again, awesome. I love it. The only thing I would like is for an extra, maybe it's in the personal. Nah, we'll have to check it out. But this specific screen is awesome. So moving on to miscellaneous, we've got French battleships now fully researchable. So they're coming out of the trial period. So you'll be able to go in and go through the tech tree as normal. Leftover thalers are compensated at a rate of 7,500 credits per thaler, which is the Admiralty things for the campaign. Francs can be spent until the end of the Adago campaign. That's kind of normal for these currencies. So, and then at the next campaign start, the Adago currency will be until the end of that campaign as well. So just keep those in mind. You definitely want to spend them before the end of the Adago campaign, or you lose them, I believe. Some actions in port menus, such as mounting boosters and camos, are executed faster. Thank you for those of us who use the boosters, especially for range and stuff in the battles where we have to rank up each of our boosters, take the common and make it rare, and then take the rare into the epic. That takes a while, especially if you have thousands of them. Like I usually have about 1,100 of those, so I end up having to spend a while. So I only do them in small bursts. I'll end up making 5 or 10 of the epics at a time, and then just when I run out, I go back and make some more. Bug fixes. This is a good thing. So music being absent in port after battle. So if you like the music in the game and you want it back, apparently some people were having issues. I had mine turned off a long time ago because people have issues. So people have had issues with the music not coming back into port. Inability to unmute players after they switch the voice chat off. Huh. Didn't have that, but that's a thing, I guess. Mission showing the expired marker. Haven't had that one either. I've had some bugs, but I've not had any of these. So for those of you who are having these troubles, I bet you're going to be happy that some of these are getting fixed. Missing concealment animation for ships and smoke screens. Oh, okay. So when you get into the smoke screen, usually you get okay. Yeah, so that is fixed. So that's good. An ability to invite other players to a division after disconnecting from and reconnecting to the game. Again, haven't had that issue myself. The biggest issue that I have with that is the fact that I have to go, if I want somebody who's offline, I have to, there should be a way to start a division by yourself. And that's something I hope that Wargaming works on. Maybe I should post that in their Discord. When you start a division, some of us stay offline all the time, and the reason we do so is because we get spammed with stuff the moment we come online. So when we're offline, and I want to platoon up, or division up with Bolvi, for instance, I guess they did fix that. Never mind. I'm wrong. I'm forgetting. They added the ability to show online. But that only works for friends as well. I have to be in your list. But you don't show online. What you do is you go ready to division up. I think there's a little thing that says ready to division up. And then instead of you being offline in the game, it will actually put you in the regular lit up people, and they can send you an invite that way. But I would still like to, because I like to invite people from outside of my friends list as well. And I do that through the party chat usually. I would like a way to start a division by myself. So I jump in and start a division, and then I can send the invite through the party. What I'm having to do right now is I'm having to send an invite to a friend that's, a thing. Send an invite to a friend, and then it puts me in the division. Hope that they don't accept it, and then send the invite through the party to my friends. That's what I was getting at. I forgot the whole offline thing was already addressed. Rare bug that caused the UI to freeze upon ranking up commanders and pressing A or X multiple times. Didn't have that issue, but apparently some people were, and they have fixed it. Returning to the wrong mission card upon leaving a particular mission breakdown. I don't get into those too often. I keep an eye on them, but I don't have to go through them and never notice that. Maybe it's happened. Never noticed it. Torpedo aim spread as showing as white, ready to launch, but not reacting to the launch. That is dry. Yeah, I had that one. When it shows, hey, you can launch these torpedoes, and you're hitting the button and nothing's happening. So, so this apparently was an issue with incorrect display of the spread of torpedoes for some ships. And usually it was fixed by just turning a little bit more, so that makes a lot of sense. So yeah, hopefully that's completely gone and ready to go, because that is frustrating in a destroyer where every second counts when you're making your run up on somebody, and you turn just enough to get the torpedoes off, and you pull the trigger and nothing happens. Now you're way too close to the person, and you potentially get spotted, start getting shot, and no good. So then you've got to give your side up to finally launch them, and by that time your secrecy is already gone. This is a good thing for torpedo launchers, for those of you who use them. And those of us who try and fail most of the time. Fix several movement animations for the mission cards. Again, I don't go into there too often, so never noticed any issues. And restored missing icons in the quick command wheel. Oh, so that's going to get fixed, so that's cool. Some of the icons were missing from the quick command wheel, in case you didn't notice. But again, unless you use them all the time, you're not going to notice some of them. But there you go. Our first ever update video. Never done it before? Let me know if you like these. I know they're long. I know it's not gameplay, so maybe, but I want to get it right, so I want to read exactly what they have down so that you guys have, I'm giving you the right information. I don't do that often because I go by memory, and when I go by memory, I screw a lot of things up, and this time I didn't want to do that. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.